All right, so we're in here. I'm gonna let the video upload right quick. All right, so we're in here. On the stock exchange, of course, and this is Trump and the GE, and this is Trump thought Kamala Harris was Indian. The presidential elections are heating up. We're only a few months away, and Kamala Harris, the current vice president, has been named the Democratic nominee for president. And of course, former President Donald Trump is the Republican nominee. And the games have already started. The identity politics and the Democrats are pumping how Kamala Harris is a woman and she's black. And of course, Trump, there are going to be a lot of bad things to happen if Trump gets in office. So Trump recently spoke to the National Association of Black Journalists. He took his pitch directly to black journalists who write about the election, who are going to cover the election. And a lot of black journalists have complained about their access to the White House, access to coverage. And Trump took the story right directly to them. You'd think they'd be appreciative, but not these people. Nah, not these guys. And he actually spoke to black journalists before Kamala Harris did. And so this is the exchange between Rachel Scott, who's well respected. I think she works at MSNBC, and Trump. So I'm going to try to share my screen.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
Give me a
literally
definition
the words.
then. Would you give me a definition
DI.
of that? Give me a definition.
Sir, I'm asking you a question,
No,
a
you
very
have to
direct
define
question.
it. Define it for me if you
I
would.
just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say, no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman.
I
She went to a
respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do
And
you
I
believe
think,
that
I think
she is
somebody should look into that too when you ask continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some
I
Republicans
really
have
don't
said?
know. I mean, I really don't know. Could be. There are some, and there are plenty. I know this lady right over there, Harris, is a fantastic person who just interviewed me at length, and we have.
Okay, so you heard the exchange. And first of all, I don't know why Rachel Scott would ask Trump this question. Why does it matter if Trump thinks she's qualified to be president or she's just hired because she was black? That's a question for the Democratic Party, you think. Why not ask the Democratic Party that? Why not ask Joe Biden that? Why did he choose her as vice president? Was she a DEI hire? Did he just choose her because she was a black woman? I think Biden specifically said he was looking to hire a black woman, or a woman, what you call a woman of color, as vice president. I think that was his one of his markers. He wanted a woman of color. So apparently she was, one of the reasons she was hired was because she was black. And why she would ask Trump this, I have no idea. And then I don't know Kamala Harris. I have no idea. I've never met her. I have no idea how she presented herself. But Trump has been in the public sphere for decades. Rachel Scott doesn't know this. A lot of these black journalists who were young, they don't know what Donald Trump was like in the 80s. He moved media in the 80s. So he runs in circles, on those power circles. He's probably one of the people who a politician like Kamala Harris would want to meet or maybe even get funding from. So he would know how she was presenting herself. And he says she was presenting herself as Indian American. You know, she only turned black recently. And Rachel Scott said, no, she's always presented herself as African American, as black. Apparently she was she went to HBCU, and she also was in a black sorority. Now, how that makes someone black, I have no idea. But the fact pattern is this: Kamala Harris has always presented herself, had previously presented herself as Indian American. Here's an article from Business Insider from 2016 when she became a senator. It says California's Kamala Harris becomes first Indian American U.S. senator. It says here Attorney General Kamala Harris wins the open Senate seat to replace retiring Democratic Senator Barbara Boxer in race that featured 2 Democrats in California. Thanks to California's unusual primary system, in which the top 2 finishers from the June primary advanced to the general election, voters were deciding between Harris and Loretta Sanchez. It says the victory for 51-year-old Harris makes her the first Indian American senator. And Harris was backed by President Barack Obama, Vice President Joe Biden, and other Democrats. It's right here in Business Insider. This is not debatable. This is a fact. She presented herself, and the corporate media presented Kamala Harris as Indian American. And was apparently the big feat to be the first Indian American senator, out in California. So, those are the facts. Now, all of a sudden, she's black when the mood suits her. So she is identity politics again. We've seen this with former President Barack Obama when he was running for office. He had a black wife, just like black folks, and told us who his favorite rapper was and how he goes to a black church and he eats fried chicken in public, just like black folks. So we're back here with identity politics. No policy, just identity politics, because she looks like certain people or representative of certain segments of society. That qualifies her to get your vote. Other thing Trump said was very interesting was that he doesn't really care what she is, whether she's black or Indian, but he respects both. Apparently, Kamala Harris doesn't respect both, because when she apparently wants to be black when the mood suits her, and that created a firestorm that Trump was racist and Trump was dissing Kamala Harris because of her skin color. But the facts are what the facts are. According to Trump, which I believe that she was presenting herself as Indian American, and now all of a sudden she's black when the mood suits her. And we have the Business Insider article right here where she called herself Indian American. So this is a bunch of noise, in my opinion. And people need to present Trump as racist and need to present the media is trying to present Kamala Harris as black and trying to present Trump as being mean and attacking Harris. Again, nothing about policy, nothing about the issues, which makes me wonder if we ever going to hear anything about policy from Kamala Harris in front of the media. She's not spoken to the media yet, or had a meeting like this with like Trump had with the black journalists. I'm wondering if we ever going to hear anything about her policies and her take on the issues. Or are we just going to just let her throw parties and then play identity politics until the election comes along? So that's Trump and the G. Trump thought Kamala Harris was Indian. Thank you for listening. Thank you.